Well, some would argue this is the deepest division in the UFC right now, 145 pounds, a lot of killers at the top. This man has emerged out of the pack and gets his much-deserved title shot here tonight.
From the moment he got to the UFC, he told us we were viewing someone that could make an impact, a future champion that will remind us of the great featherweight champs Max Holloway, Jose Aldo Jr. He said, I am special. I will be a champion one day. Tonight, he gets the opportunity. Let's see if he can cash in.
Now, it appeared as though the weight cut was a little bit difficult. He did not want to hear that noise, but that is behind him, and we'll see how it goes for him here on Saturday night. All right, so here is Dustin Poirier making the walk for yet another big UFC spot here tonight. UFC 236 was his coming out party, DC. He ended Max Holloway's 13-fight winning streak, and in a near-perfect performance in a lot of respects, was able to realize a UFC interim lightweight title.
They say diamonds are forever, and so is Dustin Poirier. It seems like he's been here the whole time. We've seen this young man grow up in the UFC. We saw him at 145 pounds have a ton of success, but we've truly seen him come into his own as he's going up to lightweight. He's become a UFC interim champion, and he's beaten guys like Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, and Max Holloway. One of the best fighters at 155 is Dustin Poirier.
And with Dustin Poirier and Daniel Cormier, safe to say that Lafayette, Louisiana has made a pretty good UFC footprint over the last few years. Dustin Poirier back on the proving ground here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Alexander the Great Volkanovski. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, it has been amazing to watch Alexander Volkanovski's progression, even when you look back to past title defenses against the likes of the Korean Zombie, almost smiling as if to say, man, I thought you were good. I didn't know you were that good. And in theory, Volkanovski ready to present an even better version here tonight. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Right, so Dustin Poirier getting off to a pretty good start tonight, and all driven by that straight left hand.
Yeah, you know, Dustin Poirier is a right-handed guy, so he's pawing at you with the right jab, and then boom, he drops that right hand. We have seen him put some of the best fighters in the world on their back with that straight left hand. Good to see that Dustin Poirier is landing it early in this fight tonight.
First leg kick grounds his opponent, limped it a little bit, tried to stay upright, but man, that changed the complexion of this fight.
Johnny's hurt. He's hurt really badly by that one big leg kick.
Just out of range with that strike. Well, eventually you know he's going to turn this defense into offense.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg. Nice finish.
Poirier gets up. He is back on the feet. Looked like he was in.
Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Oh, he's advancing. This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Volkanovski. Oh, Darce choke, locked and loaded.
Oh, no!
Work, come on.
He did a great job of getting his hips away, getting back to his back in order to defend that Darce choke.
And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round, both landed, multiple strikes. What a great round of fighting.
All right, here we go, round 2. Dustin the Diamond Poirier and Alexander Volkanovski. Poirier gets hit with that stiff jab there.
He checked that last one. Another strike to the head land.
Oh, nice straight left. All right, so as a result of one of those leg kicks, he is now limping. He hasn't been rendered a one-legged fighter, but his mobility has absolutely been compromised.
Well, you can check it right now. It's easy to see. You can see that this guy has struggled. You can see that he's very, very hurt from these leg kicks. Even checking the kicks now will not help because the damage has been done.
Well, we call on the fight stats here. These numbers unofficial, but they are strong. 51 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski, and landing with 58% accuracy against Dustin Poirier. Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Oh, nice inside kick.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit.
Dustin Poirier.
Maybe the central blow piece.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hit to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Poirier's looking to pass out of the half guard here, maybe looking for side control. He's denied. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance.
Oh, he's got his back.
Now he's going full mount.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Volkanovski.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
He's very close to the finish here.
In the half guard.
Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. .30 seconds to go in round 2. All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. 15 seconds to go.
Big ground and pound.
Outstanding work with the ground and pound here by Volkanovski. All right, that's the end of round number 2. All right, mercifully, that is it for the round, and Volkanovski's got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding. All right, back to the stools between rounds. That gives us time to look back at some of the replays, including some of those strikes that caused the damage, particularly to his forehead.
Damage to the forehead. Expect a lot of blood, but when you look at him, he looks like he still wants to be in there. It does not seem like the blood is affecting him. Now, you could want to be there as much as you want to, but you got to do things better defensively, or ultimately he's going to get you out of there. He's got to move his head, he's got to stay off the center line, and he's got to press forward, put his opponent on his heels.
All right, put well. All of a sudden, we got a new storyline in this one, the cut on his forehead. We will keep an eye on it as this next round gets underway.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night, that one landed right on the spot.
All right, so the overhand is... Oh!
He's hurt again! That one landed clean.
Now touches him with the left. I think he's still compromised. We'll see if he can recover here. He's in a world of trouble. Landing on both sides, and the chins continue to hold up. Landed thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough the opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight. Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Volkanovski's torso, specifically that right side, has absorbed a lot of damage tonight. And here comes the purple, the black, and blue. A definite bruise starting to form on that right side. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in.
I mean, blood in the water, you gotta go get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Right hook to the head blocked. 106 total strikes have landed for Alex.
Another one. He's hurt bad.
Oh, big shots raining down. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground.
He cut him. He cut him. So many ground strikes landed that eventually he got him cut.
Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there.
Final 30 seconds of this third round. Oh, heavy shots raining down. Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Poirier. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds. All right, so the round is over, and you see the cut man not wasting any time as the fighter makes his way back to the stool. The cut man will try to shut that cut on the bridge of his nose and prevent it from becoming a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you got to change it up. You have to mix things up. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far, perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys, from the moment they said fight, went forward, got in each other's face, and just beat each other up. It's been tremendous.
Just out of the range with that right hand. Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much.
You heard him again.
Back to his feet. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Volkanovski's in half guard.
This is where he wants to be.
Poirier's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. All right, try to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Oh, he just missed on that overhand left. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows. He got hurt again.
So that cut continues to get more severe with every passing moment of the fight.
Every moment. You know, when you get cut in a fight, you expect for it to worsen. Oh,
side control now. 30 seconds in the round. All right, so the cut really starting to open up wider now, and you got to credit this striker for continuing to attack that area.
Just knowing the target, knowing what he's supposed to do, and doing it as effectively as he is right now. This guy's tremendous.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4. So there is the horn, standing ovation from this capacity crowd. Near knockouts by both fighters. Probably the best round we've seen thus far this year.
Oh, man, this is the best round of fighting that I have seen for a very long time. Why did the bell have to stop? Let's just go 10 minutes straight.
Pride rules. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy that does have that ability.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. Connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
He does everything so well, and he's so calm. He's so calm in the face of such a big spot.
Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
This is a terrible position.
Oh, postures up and lands a huge head strike there. Nicely done by Volkanovski.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Oh!
So no judges needed tonight as he pounds him out for the TKO. I'm hoping I get an invite to the after party. Let's get it to Bruce Buffer now. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, so another highlight for the reel for Dustin Poirier, your winner tonight in a very competitive matchup, I might add, by TKO.
It was competitive until it wasn't. You know, the guy is one of those guys that